일단 처음 대본을 받고
Lovely viewers, welcome back to your favorite destination where love stories aren't just told, they're felt. Where every whisper between stars becomes a heartbeat across the world. And today is something that has all of us smiling, gasping, and maybe even tearing up just a little. Because what happens when one of South Korea's most beloved actresses opens her heart in the most unexpected way and reveals a dream so big, so beautiful, and so intimate, that it leaves fans all over the world buzzing with joy, questions, and hope? Yes, we're talking about none other than the radiant song Hye Kyo and her recent emotional confession that Minho, her partner, her co-star, her constant, wants a big family with her. Can you believe it? It's a revelation that's taken the internet by storm. And right now, we're going to unravel every emotion, every clue, and every reaction with you, lovely viewers. So grab your favorite drink, pull up a comfy seat, and let's dive into this heart-fluttering journey together. It all began during what seemed like a routine interview. Song Hye Kyo was radiant as ever, seated in a minimalist setting, her voice calm and full of grace. She was asked about her recent projects, her skincare secrets, and her thoughts on returning to the spotlight post-marriage. But then came a curveball. Do you and Minho ever talk about family? The question hung in the air for a split second, and in that pause, the world collectively leaned in. And then, with a soft smile that could melt any heart, she said, Minho has always wanted a big family. He talks about it with such excitement, like it's a dream he's been carrying for a long time. Did you feel that? Because the internet did. Within seconds, hashtags exploded. Hashtag Minho family goals. Hashtag big family dream, and hashtag Minho daddy vibes all started trending. Fans couldn't get enough. Suddenly, thousands of people were imagining what that big family might look like. Would they have twin girls with Hye Kyo's eyes and Minho's playful grin? Or maybe 3 boys and a girl, all with cheeky laughter and movie star looks? The imagination ran wild, and honestly, who could blame anyone? But it wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. Her voice didn't tremble. Her eyes didn't dart away. In fact, they softened, as if she had already thought about it, as if the idea wasn't just his, but theirs. That small moment of truth, of connection, made fans believe that their love isn't just for show. It's something real, something blossoming behind closed doors, away from the flashing cameras and public spotlight. Across fan forums, the reactions poured in like a flood. One fan wrote, "I've supported both of them separately for over a decade. Seeing them talk about a family together makes me feel like all those years meant something." Another said, "Minho wanting a big family. That's the softest thing I've heard today. Imagine him playing catch with his sons or braiding his daughter's hair." And just like that, millions began to dream with them, forming a virtual village of supporters already cheering for the family that might someday be. But you know what makes this even more emotional, lovely viewers? The journey it took to get here. Both Minho and Song Hye Kyo have had their share of heartbreaks, public scrutiny, and personal battles. They've been through storms, quietly, bravely. And now, to hear her admit something so tender about the future they're building together feels like a victory not just for them, but for every soul who's ever dared to love again after being broken. And then, just days after the interview aired, Minho himself added fuel to the beautiful fire. In a post that was both casual and intentional, he uploaded a photo of tiny baby shoes hanging on a clothesline. No caption, no explanation. Just that one image. The world went wild. Comments flooded in. Is this your way of confirming what we think you're confirming? You two are going to be the best parents. Big family loading. Was it a hint? Was it just a tease? Or was it the gentle beginning of a journey they're ready to share? Whatever it was, it left fans emotional, hopeful, and deeply invested. And let's not forget the moment from last week's award show, when the couple appeared hand in hand, radiating something unspoken. That little glance Minho gave her as they stepped onto the red carpet. That was the look of a man who was already picturing family dinners, school plays, late-night lullabies, and tiny feet running through the house. And here's something even sweeter. An insider recently revealed that Minho has been renovating a property outside of Seoul. A countryside home with a large garden, multiple bedrooms, and a nursery already painted in soft pastel tones. When asked why such a big home for just 2 people, he simply smiled and said, "For now, it's just 2. But dreams need space." Isn't that the most heartwarming thing you've ever heard? Song Hye Kyo, ever the elegant queen, has been spotted visiting baby boutiques, exploring children's books in bookstores, and even talking to friends who are parents themselves. Is she preparing? Is she dreaming out loud with every step? Fans think so. And the excitement isn't just about the potential of babies. It's about the kind of parents they'll be. Supportive, gentle, fun, full of warmth and laughter. Can you picture Minho baking cookies with flour all over his shirt? Or Hye Kyo reading bedtime stories with that soothing voice of hers? Because fans are picturing all of it and more. The global reaction has been incredible. From South Korea to Brazil, Nigeria to Italy, fans have united in joy. Some are creating fan art of the Minho future family. Others are writing fictional bedtime stories starring their kids. One talented fan even created an animated short film of Minho and Hye Kyo chasing after 5 children in a golden field under the sunset. It's more than just admiration, it's love. A collective wish for their happiness. Even other celebrities have subtly shown support. A fellow actor commented on her interview post with baby emojis and heart eyes. A fashion designer posted a throwback of a baby-themed collection, tagging both of them. Stylists, photographers, even industry insiders are adding to the noise. But it's all sweet, soft, and celebratory. It feels like the entire industry is quietly rooting for them to take this next step, however and whenever they choose. Of course, the couple hasn't officially confirmed anything beyond what's been shared. No press releases, no public statements, just gentle, sincere moments shared from the heart. And maybe that's the most beautiful part of all. They're not trying to sell a narrative. They're just living one. A narrative of 2 people who found each other unexpectedly, loved slowly, and are now looking ahead, together. And this, lovely viewers, brings us to the most important part. You. What do you think? When Song Hye Kyo said he wants a big family with her, did it spark something inside you? Does it make you reflect on your own dreams of love, family, and connection? Whether you're married, single, healing, or just starting your journey, there's something so universally touching about hearing 2 beloved figures speak openly about such a timeless desire. So let's talk. Let's dream together. Drop a comment below and tell us, what would you name their kids if you could? How many kids do you think Minho really wants? Do you think they're already preparing behind the scenes? Or is this just the start of a long, sweet journey toward building the big family he dreams of? And remember, this space is yours. It's ours. Place where we don't just watch stories unfold, we participate, we support, we feel. 'Cause when love wins, we all win. When dreams are shared, we all get to dream a little bigger. So keep the conversation alive. Share this story with your friends. Send it to someone who needs hope today. Because maybe, just maybe, this is the reminder we all needed, that after everything, love still grows, still dreams, still builds homes. And sometimes, just sometimes, it includes the sweetest confession that someone out there wants to build a big, beautiful future with you. We'll be watching, lovely viewers, every heartbeat, every update. And when that day comes, if it comes, when Song Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho announce that their big family dream has begun, we'll be right here celebrating with you. In the days that followed, Song Hye Kyo continued her normal routine. Photo shoots, charity appearances, walks with her dog, but something in her presence felt different. Fans began noticing a softer, almost glowing energy around her. Not one of dramatic change, but a subtle shift, the kind that happens when someone is deeply at peace, perhaps carrying within them a new sense of purpose. And maybe, just maybe, the quiet echo of someone else's dream becoming your own. Lee Min-ho, for his part, hasn't said anything publicly, but his actions continue to speak louder than any words. He was seen arriving early to a private family gathering, not of his own family, but Hye Kyo's. Just imagine that for a moment. The actor who once said he felt awkward around babies is now showing up early, bringing flowers for her mother, helping set the table, and staying late to do the dishes. Isn't that what a future father figure does? Isn't that how you build a big family? Not just through blood, but through effort, presence, and quiet loyalty. And here's the part that touches every soul, no matter your background. Their definition of family isn't rigid. It's fluid, warm, and open. During a recent charity event, Hye Kyo was asked what family means to her, and her answer silenced the room. She said, "Family is the people who choose you over and over again. It's the ones who walk with you when life gets hard. That's who I want to build with." That simple, powerful answer resonated deeply with so many. Single parents, adoptees, people in same-sex partnerships, people estranged from relatives, all found comfort in her words. Because what she reminded us is that family isn't about structure. It's about love that stays. And oh, lovely viewers, how beautiful it is that in this whirlwind of speculation and soft revelations, their love is becoming something more than romantic. It's becoming foundational. Something that inspires. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Imperfect, open, hopeful. Let's talk about the reactions, not just from fans of romance, but from those who haven't always felt seen in these kinds of stories. For people who don't fit into traditional molds of husband, wife, and children, this revelation sparks something deeply inclusive. The idea of a big family became less about quantity and more about quality. A family could be made up of 2 people and their dogs, or 3 generations under one roof, or lifelong friends who support each other through every storm. What Minho and Hye Kyo seem to be creating is space for all of that. A fan from Argentina shared online, "I grew up without a father, and I always felt like my dream of a happy family wasn't possible. But seeing Minho speak so softly about building a big one, and Hye Kyo embracing that vision, makes me feel like maybe someday I could have that too." Another fan from India wrote, "As a gay man, I never saw Korean celebrities speak about family in a way that felt like it could include people like me. But when Hye Kyo said family is who chooses you, I felt like I was being seen. That's the ripple effect of love rooted in sincerity. It includes us all." And then there's the moment that captured hearts in silence. No announcement, no press release, just one blurred photo that leaked from a private beach trip. Hye Kyo and Minho surrounded by a group of children playing in the sand. Some were their nieces and nephews. Others were children from a nearby orphanage they had visited together as part of a low-key outreach program. But what stood out wasn't who the children were. It was who they were in that moment. Minho laughing so freely, with a child clinging to his back. Hye Kyo crouched down, carefully helping a toddler build a sandcastle. The kind of image that doesn't need a caption. Because in that one frozen second, you could see it. The future he dreams of, and the one she may be slowly choosing to build with him. And let's pause here for a moment, dear viewer, because this isn't just their story anymore. It's an invitation to reflect on the family you want to create, whether it's loud and full of children or quiet and built on friendship, whether it's rooted in tradition or shaped by your own rules. Love like the one they're growing doesn't exclude. It wraps its arms around difference and says, "You belong too." Minho once said in an old interview that he hoped to be the kind of man who shows up. He didn't mean with flowers or declarations. He meant in the everyday things. The waiting, the showing up to school events, the sitting silently when words are too heavy, the kind of presence that builds a home. And now, years later, we are watching that promise take shape, not as a performance, but as a quiet truth in how he stands beside Hye Kyo. And what's most powerful of all, they're not rushing. There's no timeline, no pressure, just a mutual understanding that if it happens, it will happen with grace. That kind of love, the slow, intentional, inclusive kind, is rare and precious. So here's what we know now. Hye Kyo has admitted it. Minho dreams out loud. The fans, we're dreaming with them. Whether it results in a house full of children or simply a life full of love and laughter, one thing is certain, they're not walking this journey alone. We're walking it with them. Every step, every whisper, every hope. Now, lovely viewer, we turn to you again. What does a big family look like to you? Is it filled with people? Or peace? Is it biological? Or chosen? We want to hear your stories, your dreams, your truths. Because here, in this space, everyone is included. Everyone's vision of love and family is worthy of being seen, heard, and held. Let this not be just a story we watch, but one we feel. And as we wait for the next piece of this tender puzzle, perhaps a baby announcement, perhaps a wedding vow renewal, or maybe just another glance exchanged in silence, we remain full of hope. Because the best love stories are not just told, they're shared. And in the beautiful blossoming love of Minho and Hye Kyo, we are all welcome to believe in something again. Until next time, keep your heart open, your mind kind, and your dreams big. Because someone somewhere might be dreaming of building a big family with you too.